Hello student, I am Chirojit Bhattacharjee, your drawing and painting teacher. Would like to welcome you all in our online classes of Lakshmipat Singhania School, Kakrodi, Rajasthan, subject painting for class 12 A, B and C. In our last two video, we have discussed with you regarding your syllabus, practical and theory. In today's video, I will discuss with you first unit of your theory chapter, that is Indian miniature painting. In this video, you will learn what is miniature painting, how miniature painting started in India, what is the material used in those painting, what is the theme of Indian miniature painting, who started miniature painting in India, and also get a little idea about the earliest miniature school of India or pioneering miniature school of India. So let's start our class. As the name suggests, miniature painting are the colorful handmade painting, very small in size. The color used in the painting are derived from various natural sources like vegetable, indigo, precious stone, gold, and silver. The most common theme used in the miniature painting of India comprise of ragas or pattern of the musical notes and religious and mythological stories. These paintings are also done on paper and cloth. The Palas of the Bengal are considered the pioneer of miniature painting in India, but the art form reached its zenith during the Rajput, Pahari, and Mughal rule in India. So, what is miniature painting? Miniature painting are the small size handmade painting, and the color used for this painting is natural color, which is extracted from the natural sources like vegetable, indigo, precious stone, gold, and silver. And the theme of this miniature painting are religious and mythological stories, and also ragas or the pattern of the musical notes. And Palas of the Bengal are considered as the pioneer of the miniature painting in India. History of miniature paintings. Miniature painting originated in India around 750 AD when the Palas ruled over the eastern part of India. Since religious teaching of Buddha accompanied by his image were written on palm leaves, these paintings became popular. As these paintings were done on palm leaves, they had to be miniature in nature because of the space consist. Around 960 AD, similar paintings were introduced in western part of India by the rulers of Chalukya dynasty. During the period, miniature painting often portrayed religious theme. With the rise of Mughal Empire, miniature painting started growing on a level unknown before. Thanks to Akbar's love of art, Indian miniature painting combined element of Persian style of painting to give rise to the Mughal style of painting. This miniature painting further evolved with the influence of European painting in Mughal court. Even after the decline of the Mughal Empire, miniature painting and artists were patronized by Rajput rulers of Rajasthan. Though influenced by the Mughal style of painting, the miniature painting of Rajasthan had their own distinct feature and often depicted the royal lifestyle and mythological stories of Radha and Krishna. This is the history of miniature painting in India. Firstly, miniature painting started in India in around 750 AD by the Palas to uh, mm, fulfill their need of manuscript painting based on Buddhist preaching. And secondly, this tradition carried forward by the Chalukya of Western India. Then Mughal came, and Mughal ruler Akbar has a lot of love for this art, and he patronized this painting. And during his rule, the Indian traditional miniature painting mixed up with Persian style of miniature painting and created a new form of art that is known as Mughal style of miniature painting. Later on, Western influence also mix up with Mughal style of miniature painting, and created a new version of Mughal miniature painting. And when the Mughal kingdom declined, the Rajput rulers of Rajasthan patronized this miniature painting tradition. Though the miniature painting were influenced by the Mughal, but they had their own distinct feature. The Rajput had their own distinct feature of painting and often depicted the royal lifestyle and mythological stories of Radha and Krishna. School of miniature painting. Beginning from the Pala style of miniature painting, several schools of miniature painting evolved in India over the course of several centuries. These schools were produced the social, religious, economical, and political atmosphere prevalent in different regions of India. Though these schools of miniature painting were influenced by each other, they had their own distinct feature as well. Some of the important miniature school painting are mentioned below. The miniature painting of India originated in several parts of India, like eastern to western, then Mughal to Rajput, and express many social, religious, economical, and political atmosphere of the particular region. And they also mingle with each other. From the time of 7th century to 16th century or 17th century, this is the time period when the miniature painting of India actually developed. During this time, they interchange. There are so many characteristic with each other. Suppose when the miniature painting started in eastern part like Bengal, and it's come in western part of the India, that is Gujarat, Rajasthan, like this province. That time they mingle with each other. Though they mingled with each other, but they have their distinct characteristic, individualistic characteristic feature as well. So that easily you can find differentiation between the two school. Suppose in one glance, if you see the painting of Rajasthani and Mughal, you will find there is no difference between each other. But when you look minutely, you will find there is a difference between, there are so many difference between Mughal and Rajasthani miniature painting. So, like Rajasthani painting often depicted religious theme, but Mughal never painted religious miniature painting based on religious theme. And Mughal painting use Persian style of art, but it is very less. Persian style of art is very less in influence of the Persian style of art is very less in Rajasthani style of miniature painting. So let us discuss about the different school of Indian miniature painting. First, Pala manuscript or miniature painting. The earliest Indian miniature painting are related to the Pala school dating back to 8th century AD. This school of painting emphasized on the symbolic use of color, and the theme were often taken from the Buddhist tantric rituals. Image of the Buddha and other deities were portrayed on the palm leaf, and were often depicted on in Buddhist monasteries such as Nalanda and Vikramshila. The art form spreaded across Southeast Asia and so on. The Pala style of painting became popular in places like Sri Lanka, Nepal, Burma, Tibet, etc. Apart from these emphasis on symbolic use of color, other prominent characteristics of the Pala school include the skillful and graceful use of line and modeling from forms by delicate and expensive vibrant vibration of pressure, use of natural color. Size of the Pala manuscript is length 22 and half, and breadth is 2 and half inch. The Pala manuscript artist mainly portrayed the Vajrayana form of Buddhism. Then, what is the characteristic of Pala manuscript painting? Characteristic of Pala manuscript painting are extensive linear work, lonely figure, group composition is rare, head are flat, simple composition, devotional painting mostly use red, pink, blue, and gray color. Important work are Pranjala Pratima and Ashtasharshika. These are the two painted manuscript of Pala, that is Pranjala Pratima and Ashtasharshika. Next, Jain manuscript painting. Jain, one of the earliest school of miniature painting in India, the Jain school of painting gained prominence in the 11th century AD when religious texts like Kalpasutra and Kalaka Chitrakatha were portrayed in form of miniature painting. A total of 20 Tirthankar was painted in Kalpasutra and Kalaka Chitrakatha. Kalpasutra and Kalaka Chitrakatha are the two uh, manuscript of Jain tradition. Bashanta Bilasa manuscript also painted in cloth. Bashanta Bilas is also another manuscript painting which is also painted in cloth. Like other school of miniature painting, Jain school too display its artwork on palm leaf, uh, but started using paper from the late 12th century. Natural color include gold and silver were used to depict the story. The painting often display male figure and goddesses of Tirthankara. Also, the goddesses shown in the painting were often heavily ornamented. The animal figure are also these are the characteristic of Jain manuscript painting. The goddesses are shown in the painting were often heavily ornamented. The animal figures are painted in toy-likes. The animal figures are painted in toy-likes. These are the characteristic of the Jain manuscript painting. They have used bright color and decorative border and bright color they have used the in Jain manuscript printing. The painting began decline during the late 16th century. In the late 16th century, the painting declined due to some reason. This is the note which I have made, Indian miniature painting, and it will be available in my Google Classroom. I have given you the code. You can download it from there. And in our next video, we will discuss with you regarding about Rajasthan School of Miniature Painting. Till date, be safe and thank you for watching. Bye.